I'm with an expert this morning who is going to tell us how to live a purposeful life. Yes, Daddy, I'm very grateful to meet with you this morning. Thank you so much. Thank you for this great opportunity given to me. My name is Mrs. Mary Ande, the dean of Motivational Magazine. Please, Dad, can we meet with you?
Thank you very much, Mrs. Akonde. It's my pleasure having you here to discuss a very important issue, the issue of our youths living a purposeful life. This is a key area, and I want to be grateful to God for giving you the initiative to start a program like this that will be of immense contribution to the development of the youth in Nigeria. You're highly welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, please, as a leadership expert, can you tell us how to live a purposeful life?
Well, that's a very good question. Living a purposeful life means living a life that is planned, a life that is designed from the beginning to be a successful life. And what is a successful life? A successful life is a life that has been planned and things are working according to plan. It's a relative world. Every youth in Nigeria, for example, must have a plan of living a life that will be according to their own prescription, not living to the whims and caprices of other people. That is a purposeful life. A life that is lived according to the will of God for you is a purposeful life. A life that you live, that God is happy with you and man is happy with you, is a life that is purposeful. A life that is lived without regret is a purposeful life. So every youth in Nigeria must be aiming at living a purposeful life. That's number one. How then do they live a purposeful life? Living a purposeful life requires a lot of planning, life planning. You plan every aspect of your life and get it documented. It is when you plan your life, documented, and you are running the script of your life according to the way you have planned it, then we say you are living a purposeful life.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Sir, as a youth, now how can a youth see themselves as the leadership of tomorrow?
Well, every youth is expected to be a potential leader tomorrow. Now, the main question here is, who is a leader? Now, a leader is not someone who attained a position. Leadership is not positional. Leadership is functional. You can be a managing director and a chief executive of a company, and yet you are not a leader. You can be a governor of a state and you are not a leader. You can be a president of a nation and you are not a leader. So I conclude from my research as a professor in leadership that leadership is not positional. It is functional. It is by what you do. Now, it's not what you do to people. Not what you do to people. It's what you do with the people. Now, there's a difference between the two. What you do to people is what you give to people. Leadership is not about giving to people, not about distributing money to people and then they call you leader. That is not leadership. Leadership is transforming the life of your followers so that they can become what you are as a leader. That's when you have seen yourself as a leader. You reproduce other people in your own form. That is leadership. It's about creating and influencing others to go and achieve a common goal. That's what we call leadership in an organization. So leadership, the youth must be expecting to be the leader of tomorrow, because the destiny of Nigeria tomorrow is in the hands of youth of today. And therefore, they must live a purposeful life. They must live a life that will make them to achieve a great leader of tomorrow. And now that when we say a great leader, there are two things that make one great. Or there are two things that make one a great leader. One is the ability of the person. And two is the willingness of the person to act. Now, if you put these two together, there are four kinds of leaders. Let me just say it this way. One is capacity of the leader. And the second one is about the willingness of the leader. Now, ability. So we call one ability to do and the other one willingness to do. Now, if you put it together, you have some leader in Nigeria. They don't have the ability to do and they don't have the willingness to do. Those are bad leaders, and we have them in our society. There are other leaders in Nigeria who have great capability, ability. They have very great ability, but no willingness. These are selfish leaders. These are unfulfilled leaders. They have great ability, but they are not ready to do anything for anyone. They are selfish leaders. We call them pseudo-transformational leaders. That is what they are. Then there are those who are very, very willing, but they are not capable. They are lame leaders. They have integrity. When we talk about willingness, they have integrity. They have very high integrity, but there's no ability to do. They are lame leaders. They wish things happen their way, but things cannot happen their way. Any leader, when you have a lame leader, you see a lot of things going wrong within the society. Why? Because the leader is only a wishful thinker. Oh, how I wish Nigeria becomes great. But because you are lame, because you don't have the capacity to do, you just see yourself in a situation where you can no longer control it. So you may have ability, you may have the willingness, you may have the what we call integrity, but if you don't have capability, you are just an ordinary lame leader. Now, who then is a great leader? A great leader in our society is a leader that has very high ability. He knows what to do, and he has high integrity. He's willing to do. Then you say he's a great leader. So we must be looking at our youth as they are developing their capacity. They must be developing their integrity. Integrity is about your personality. It's about who you are when no one is seeing you. That is your integrity. It's about your willingness to walk your talk. That is integrity. So as our youth, my advice to them, as they are developing their capacity, because I know today developing ability is very easy for every youth. They go to school, they are computer guru, they are this, they can develop capacity to do, but do they have the integrity? So to be a great leader of tomorrow, they must be ready to develop their capacity and be ready to possess integrity, so that when you combine the two together, you become a great leader of the society.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. And sir, you make mention of a goal.
Yeah.
So how can youth have that goal? And what
Yes, I said that a youth that does not have a goal, that does not plan his life, is a youth that is living, the wind can blow them anywhere. The wind of life can blow them anywhere. And that's why I said a lot of our youth today, the wind of life blows them anywhere they like. Why? Because they have no systematic strategic plan for their life. Now, how do you do this? To have a strategic plan for your life, you must begin to develop goals. Now, let me tell you the background of our goals. Goals begin with a dream. Every youth must dream. What is dreaming? Dreaming is not what you see. You see, a lot of you, they come and say, excuse me, sir, Prof, I dreamt yesterday, somebody was pursuing me and pursuing somebody. That's not a dream. That is nightmare. When we talk about dream in management, we are talking about sitting down or standing or in a position, allowing your mind to travel into the future. Just sit down and say, where will I be in the next 5 years you are dreaming? Where will I be in the next 10 years you are dreaming? Where will I be in the next 1 year you are dreaming? There is what we call short term, medium term, and long term. It's a dream about where you intend to be in future. You put your mind, allow your mind to travel out. You are here today, but let your mind travel to 2025, 2030, 2050. Where will I be? Then you are dreaming. Now, when you dream, at the end of your dream, you will see something. Oh, by 2030, I will be the president of United Nations. You are dreaming. That being a president of United Nations is your vision. It's what you have seen from your dream. So, dream born vision. Now, when you see a vision, that is what you see at the end of your dream is your vision. This vision must be pursued. Vision is just an ordinary, just about a thought. But you need to put an action to your thought to make it work, to bring it to reality. Now, how do you do that? It is by formulating a mission. A mission is the purpose of life. What is your purpose in life? Discover it. How do you achieve your vision? That is your mission. Then, what is achievable is the real measurable thing. It's called goal. Your goal is what you need to achieve to move you towards achieving your vision. That's what we call goal. So there are short-term goal, medium-term goal, long-term goal. As you are achieving the goal, you will be moving closer to your vision. But let me say this, a vision is a horizon. you can never achieve vision. If you say a man achieve his vision has finished, he's dead. Because a vision is at the end. But what do you do? Just take an example of a horizon. A horizon is when you are traveling on the straight road and you see heaven and earth touch in front. It's called horizon. As you are moving towards where the two of them are touching, you see it moving far again. That's how vision is. Vision keeps moving, enlarging. However, you're traveling, covering 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers to move towards it is like the goal. Your goal is what you can achieve. When you achieve one goal, a step further. You achieve another goal, a step further. You continue to achieve your goal. That's why they say in those days, or even today, they say your goal must be smart. What does it mean by smart? It must be specific, it must be measurable, it must be attainable, it must be realistic and time-bound. Smart. So every youth's goal must be smart. But even in my own book, when I wrote a book on the secrets of effective leadership, Reveal, I wrote it there that your goal must not only be smart, it must be smarter. How did I get the remaining ER? It must be specific, it must be measurable, it must be attainable, it must be realistic, it must be time-bound, and much more, it must be ethical. It must not be something against public policy or illegal. It must not be immoral. Your goal must be a goal that you can be proud of. So it must be ethical. And finally, it must be rewarding to you. It must be what you hope to achieve and be happy. So a goal must be smarter. So every youth of today, advise them must set a smarter goal. A goal that can be rewarding to them. When a goal is rewarding to you, that reward becomes your motivation. That's what you'll be looking at to make you to put in all necessary effort to achieve it. So your goal in life must be smarter. It's in my book. I propose that theory that it must be smarter. That is, must be ethical in addition, and it must be rewarding in addition. When you have that kind of a goal, then you are ready to live a purposeful life as a youth.
Thank you so much. I'm so blessed, and I believe our viewers also they are blessed right now. Sir, how can the youth achieve their goal in this Nigeria?
Well, the Nigerian environment is a little bit tough, but tough time don't last. Tough people do. The environment, it is this, you see, scarcity breeds or necessity breeds innovation and creativity. It is this tough period in Nigeria that the youth should come out with their creative ability. Because when things are tough, you begin to think of alternative and you begin to generate ideas that can make you live. This is it. The extent to which one thing that makes a youth successful in life is that they must have self-determination. You must be ready to say, I will win, before you can win this battle of life. Battle of life is won first in your mind, in your heart. That's what we mean when we say vision without action is an illusion. Vision without action is an illusion. You may have a dream. It becomes an ordinary illusion if you don't put a practical action. And action, when you put an action, you are bound to see a lot of challenges. But a great man once said that challenges are the breakfast of champions. You may have challenges in life. It doesn't matter. Face the challenges. In fact, if there are no problems, there will be no greatness. The greatness of a man is in the magnitude of the problem he solves. Not the problem he solves for himself, but the problem he solves for others. When you say somebody is very great, Mandela is great. Mandela solved he spent 27 years in prison to solve a problem, not for himself, but for his country. Okay. And they say great. But when you say greatness in life, it's a function of the magnitude of problem you solve for others. And leadership is about solving problem for others. So when you see problem, you must not run away from it. The more you see problem, get yourself ready and face the challenges of life. Many youth says, Nigeria is too difficult. I want to run to America. I want to run to Europe, Canada. It is cheaper there. Let me tell you, a lizard in Nigeria cannot become a crocodile in America. It's not possible. If you are a lizard there, very lazy, you will be a lazy Nigerian in America. But if you sit down in Nigeria, you see success is everywhere in the world. It depends on your creative and imaginative ability. When you sit down in Nigeria, despite the environment, and you think about it, you see a lot of ideas. In fact, a lot of people say, I don't have money, I will have started business, and I need money to start. You don't need money to start business. The beginning of every business is idea generation, creativity, innovation. Those are, they bring about idea generation. It is this idea generation that brings about business. So business is not beginning with money, it begins with idea. Then the idea will help you to generate funds that will now make the business to be successful. So the youth of today, I advise them, they must insist, they must see possibility in themselves, they must know that they can succeed in any environment. In fact, the ability of a youth to live a purposeful life is dependent on his personal determination to succeed in any environment. So they must be ready to succeed in any environment. And I used to say it, that a lot of people will see, a lot of people
What do you do now?